welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Throwback Thursday tutorial. If you're new to this series, every Thursday I try to use a throwback or an older eyeshadow palette that nobody really uses anymore so that we can dust them out to bring them out of our collections and actually use them. Because this is makeup that we truly invested in and we shouldn't just forget about it every single time there's a new palette craze out. So yeah, I really love this series and I know a lot of you guys really like it too. I've been a little faulty at uploading it, but I'm definitely trying to get back into that more. Today I asked on both Twitter and Snapchat what palettes you guys would like to see, and a ton of you guys said Modern Renaissance, which I think is just the sweetest. A lot of you wanted to show ABH some love, and I thought that was just so fantastic of you, and I thought it would be fun to revisit Modern Renaissance and just remember what we love about the Anastasia shadows, especially in this kind of dramatic time of the subculture situation. I just thought it was really sweet that you guys wanted to bring out your Modern Renaissance again and just remember what we love about their palettes. So I used this little bad boy on my eyes today, and I freaking love this look. It truly speaks to my soul. It's grungy, it's smoky, but it's a little romantic still. If you guys want to see how to get this look, just keep watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss another Throwback Thursday tutorial. Of course, let me know in the comments what to use next week, and be sure to come back to see if I picked your palette suggestion. And yeah, without further ado, let's get on with it. So to start off this look, we of course need to prep our lids as always, fam. So I'm going to take the Benefit Cosmetics Stay Don't Stray primer. As I've told you guys many times, I love it because it's tinted and my lids get a little dark sometimes, especially if I went to bed pretty late the night before. I'm a night dweller, literally I'm a night owl, and it just sucks because Alok is such an early sleeper. Like, he is ready for bed at like 8:30, 9 p.m. He's like already falling asleep on the couch, and I'm like, I'm not done my shows. And then after I watch my shows, I want to listen to my podcasts, and then after I listen to my podcast, I want to catch up on Peter Mon's videos because I'm a huge Peter Mon fan. I don't love when he does the drama stuff. I wish that he wouldn't focus so much on YouTube drama, and I know he's a YouTube super fan, so I get his gig, if you will, but I think he has so much to offer, just like in life lessons. Do you know what I mean? Like, my favorite thing in the world is when he uploads a car vlog. I watch all of his vlogs, I watch all his videos, but when he's just driving around, like talking about his life experiences and just, you know, different things, and he really tries to get you to look at things from another angle, and I just really love him. He doesn't know who I am. We're not like friends or anything, but I watch all his videos, and yeah, so I like to do that at the end of the night. From here, I want to go into Tempera to set our base. This is the E50 Fluff Brush from Sigma Beauty, and I want to start packing this on the lid just to lock down that primer. Do you guys have any other YouTubers that really give you kind of like a sense of hope? Like, I know that Peter Mon actually happens to be a life coach in real life, and I think that's fantastic. And I love channels where people really just talk about their lives and their experiences, and not just makeup and all that all the time, but yeah, just kind of give you a sense of hope about stuff and make you feel better. I would love to hear if you guys have any other channels that are kind of like that, just people talking about their life and life lessons and such and experiences. From here, I'm going to go into the shade Golden Ochre. I really don't use this shade a lot, I think, so I was like, yeah, I think I need to take a crack at that today. This is my E35 blending brush. As our transition, let's build that up first and foremost. Oh, love Modern Renaissance. You just can't beat it, can you? I wanted to thank you guys also for all your feedback on my subculture video. You guys were all so kind, and it was really nice to see that you liked how I handled this situation. And you guys just left the nicest comments. I was actually really scared. My friend had texted me and said, girl, I'm nervous for you to upload that subculture video because commenters like are getting pretty rough out there about the palette, and if you're using it wrong and if you give it a bad review, like, they're gonna come for you. And I was like, oh, well, I mean, it is what it is, girl. I'm just gonna have to upload it and not read those nasty comments because I feel how I feel, and I don't, you know, that's just how I feel. I can't change it. But then everybody, I really did not get that many rude comments at all. You guys were actually so nice to me about how I handled the situation, and a lot of people felt I was just very nice and kind, and because I genuinely did feel bad about not liking it. I don't like that, and I don't like to come for brands' throats. Like, I love them, you know, I don't want, and I also don't want to make anybody sad. Like, sometimes I feel people talk about these brands like there's no one on the other end. And just from me meeting people in these companies, like, you know, I've gone on just a very few vlogger trips, nothing super big, but, you know, I've met some people, and that's who I think about when I'm uploading video. Even if I don't like a product, I'm thinking about, you know, all the people at the brand who worked so hard on this, and they thought it was going to be great, and then it was shit. and then people come for their throats, and I feel bad. Like, they have to, it's just their job. They're still people. And then they definitely go home probably feeling down because they put God knows how many months or years on working on a product, and then it all just comes crashing down, and they probably feel really sad. And I'm not here to make anybody feel bad or feel sad. I mean, I'm probably giving myself too much credit. I don't think I affect that many people. Like, I'm a pretty smaller channel. But yeah, I don't know. So I just wanted to thank you guys for being so kind on my video. That's the one thing I can just say. Like, some people say that they need to monitor their viewers better, and you need to wrangle in your quote-unquote fans, and that you just need to be the controller and kind of the watcher over your peeps and make sure they're not harassing or being mean to anybody, which is true. Like, I know some people's fan bases get a little nasty, but I just love that that's truly never a problem on my channel. Like, you guys are all so kind. I think subscribers and viewers kind of find people that match their personalities almost. And so I think it's just a good reflection of my channel. Like, you guys are such a good reflection of my channel. It just kind of lets me know that even though I don't get a ton of subscribers or a ton of views, I still feel like I'm doing it right, because I'm finding nothing but kind-hearted people that I'm actually building relationships with. Like, I know most of you guys by your photo and your name. I can name a ton of other accounts or, you know, viewers that watch my videos and leave comments. Like, I know your guys' names. I know your photos. I could spot you out of a crowd because I love interacting with you. I love getting to know you because, you know, I recognize that you're a person on the other end. You're not just a name. And so I just think it's fantastic because I know that my viewers and my little squad over here, we're just the kindest. I know you guys are all just so kind. Are any of you excited for Bachelor in Paradise? I'm kind of excited this season, like, just with everything that went down. I hate to feed myself into drama, and I actually have a friend who knows Corinne. It's actually really funny. My friend's mom was dating Corinne's dad, and they obviously, you know, it didn't work out, but it's just so funny because my friend's mom was dating Corinne's dad before they had kids or anything like that. They were in a serious relationship, and it ended up not working out. And then her mom, of course, is still friends with Corinne's dad, and actually I think his wife as well. It's just really funny. I actually know a lot about Corinne, and all I want to say is that Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, all of them, they really, I don't want to say lie, they definitely paint a picture of their guests, of their people on the show that isn't always the most true. They really did kind of make Corinne out to be a psycho, and they really did amp her up. They encourage you to do certain things. They'll put little words in your ear to make sure you feel a certain type of way. Like, they do manipulate that show a lot. I'm sure you guys already know that. But I almost feel bad for Corinne because my friend says she's like the nicest, most normal girl in the world. Next, I want to jump into Red Ochre with my E40 brush from Sigma. And I want to start building this up right below our Golden Ochre shade. So marrying those together. Oh, and again, I just want to say, I know I already said this in my subculture video, but in case you missed that video, I do want to say thank you to everyone who gave me advice on the wedding and just really helped to calm my nerves with the questions that I had and the worries that I had about it. You guys all were just freaking rock stars. And again, this just speaks to all of your characters so well, that you just are all so kind, and it just was so nice. It's such a blessing to have this community. I'm just so grateful to know you guys in a way and to have you in my life because, as I've already said, I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, you've just helped me through so much. I don't think you guys have any idea what you've done for me, and I just can't even ever thank anybody enough because you guys really helped me with a lot. It helped me with my anxiety, my depression, and I was in a really bad place a few years ago. If it wasn't for you guys, I don't know how I would have found my way out. If I didn't have your constant encouragement, I just don't know what I would have done. Like, you really did. I feel like you saved my life at certain times, so I'm just very grateful. That's all. I'm gonna stop being all corny in this video. I don't know why. It's like a rainy day. I feel like on rainy days I get, like, not emotional, but I'm just a little more, like, I don't know, reflective? I don't know. I've been crazy about these this week. I think I want to use this again. These are the new Ardell. I know, Ardell makeup. I'm like, what? Like, it's exciting to me. I love when brands that don't necessarily dabble in makeup much, like, you know, they had the Ardell lashes for so long, and now they're introducing their makeup. It's just super exciting for something new. But this is the Resistible Shadow Stick in the shade Yearning. And it's almost like really close to the Antique Bronze shadow in this palette that I want to use next. It looks really similar, so I'm going to pop this on the lid as a base for that shadow. I even like to use there's a black stick of this. It's a real nice black color, and I really like to even use it as my eyeliner to tightline because it works super quick because it's such a big pencil, but it's not too big, you know what I mean? It's small enough that you can definitely use it as your eyeliner, and it wears really nicely. I didn't have any problems with it running. This is the cream color E58 from Sigma, and I'm gonna go into Antique Bronze. And then from here, I want to jump into Cypress Umber with my E45 blender brush from Sigma. It's just a smaller, kind of more tapered brush. And I just want to focus this on the outer half very gently, just giving us some definition there, a little bit of smoky. You guys know I love smoky eye. Oh my god, do you guys watch Teen Mom too? I just can't stop thinking about Adam. And I feel bad. I don't want to talk about him or anything because, you know, I really do understand people in addiction, and I mean, not that I'm not saying I understand, but I try to be sympathetic and understanding to someone who's going through something, but I'm just really shocked to hear that Adam has a little problem. I'm not going to repeat it because I don't want to come off as bashing or anything like that, because I genuinely feel bad. And a lot of people have, you know, family members or friends that struggle with, you know, drugs and addiction and such, and I just feel bad. I feel really bad. I hope he gets the help that he definitely needs. A little bit on the inner corner. I'm going to take the black version of this Ardell Irresistible pencil as well. Oh, it's called Gunmetal, so it's not a straight up black. It's more of a gunmetal shade. I did forget about that. And I'm just going to tightline my lashes with this. But to me, when it's like on there, I really don't notice the difference between like a black or a gunmetal. If it was all over the lid, sure, I'd probably notice it. But just on my waterline, I think it definitely serves the purpose. I'm also going to blend that out with my E34 brush from Sigma before it sets and locks in. I don't want it to be too harsh, so let's just go ahead and blend that sucker in. I also am kind of blowing it out because I'm not going to wear any eyeliner on my top lid. So I think that sometimes it's appropriate and it looks really, you know, sultry if you kind of blow out your lower lash line with a smokier eye. It's just a fun look. You can also kind of pull it up into your top lash line and kind of create a bit of a wing, which I think is fun. From the bottom, yeah, it's fun. Oh, you waking up, pretty bear? Is he waking up from her nap? Well, that's nice. Be still, my heart. She's just so sweet. She's biting my hair clip right now. Yes, pretty bear. I love you. Next, I'm going to take my Ardell Double Up Mascara, another Ardell makeup item that I'm freaking loving. I don't have any clumping issues with it. It really lengthens and separates. There's another one that I've been using. You guys may have seen me use it. I think it's called the, what is it? Dang it, I don't know, but it's a fiber mascara. So sometimes I like to do the thickening and then the fiber on top of it. And they don't clump. They're just a really nice little combo mascara. I really like them. Next for face primer, I'm going to take the Milk Makeup Blurring Stick. I ordered this from Sephora months ago, you guys, literally like in the beginning of summertime. And I never used it. I used it for the first time yesterday. And at first I thought like, I don't think it's doing anything. But then when I applied my foundation on top of it, I was shocked at how smooth it looked. Mine felt a little dry, but I just kind of had to work off the top layer. And now it feels perfectly fine. So I'm like here for it, Milk Makeup. For foundation this week, I've been really favoring my Too Faced Born This Way. I use the shade Warm Nude. So I'm gonna get a pump of that on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna stay using my 3D HD Max Kabuki brush. Just go ahead and apply that. But yeah, anyway, I don't know if, I can't remember if I said this already in this video, I'm sure I did, but I thought that the blur stick wasn't really doing much from Milk, and then when I put my foundation on top of it, I was like, oh wow, that is applying beautifully. Like, I'm very familiar with the Too Faced Born This Way, and I love the foundation, so it's not like it applies, you know, bad on top of anything else. But I did notice a difference with the Milk stick, and it's just so nice when you notice a product like really working and like making a difference on your face. And I got so many comments saying that my face looks so smooth in my Subculture review video. So yeah, I'm a fan. I'm definitely gonna have to pick out more of their products. I actually think I have a blush from them. I'm like one of those people, I buy makeup and I just don't fucking use it. I have to be in the right zone, the right mood. Again, I love it because you can go directly through the brows to cover up that little spot which is always just so awkward. I feel like no one ever talks about like how awkward it is to foundation your little strip right here. It's just, I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who struggles. Maybe I'm a doofus. Well, I know I'm kind of a doofus, so that's fine. That's neither here nor there. I'm so sad about my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I don't know what happened. It like, I don't know, it like broke. I don't know what happened. This is the shade Fair, and I love the concealer, so I'm sad that it's kind of leaking out the side of it. I need to get a new one because it is bomb in my opinion. So I'm going to take this underneath my eyes as per usual. Oh my god, how many of you are ready for fall? Ready for our grungy, smoky eyes? Ready for all of it? The scary movies, the pumpkin sensation, the candles, the fall smells. Oh gosh, just all of it. I think we are all ready. I'm ready for fall foods, you know, like Pinterest fall recipes. All the different, like, this is gonna sound so corny, but I love looking at all the different like slow cooker recipes, and then your house just smells so good every day. Because in the summertime, I don't really like to use my slow cooker. What the hell am I talking about? This has been the most random video ever. But in the summer, I don't always use it because it's like hot. I don't want like hot foods in summer. I'm so weird like that. I definitely have a time where I want to eat everything. For example, if it's really sunny out, if it's been a warm sunny day, I cannot eat Chinese food. Alok knows this. Like anytime he wants Chinese food, he has to like hope for a rainy day. And anytime it's rainy, I'm like, Chinese food? And he's like, I knew you were gonna say that because it's a rainy day out. I'm like, I know, I don't know why. I'm just one of those people that like, I only eat certain foods at certain times and in certain moods. It's very strange. I eat a ton of sandwiches in the summertime. I'm just using my same foundation brush to blend in my concealer because it's amazing. But I'm like such a sandwich person. Of course, I'm in New Jersey, so it's like the home of hoagies. So I love hoagies. I love subs, you might call them. And so yeah, like I feel like in the summertime, I like deli food. Like that's just what I love. I mean, we have some of the best delis in the world in New Jersey. A lot of the Jewish delis are just so freaking fantastic. And I know if you don't live in a highly populated Jewish area, you might be like, what the hell are you saying? Like that's the weirdest thing ever. But no, like I'm telling you, the Jewish delis, there's nothing like them. They're so freaking good. They're so delicious. And so that's what I've been eating. I've been eating a lot of sandwiches. Of course, I want to bake the under eye, so I'm going to take my Laura Mercier setting powder. Is there anything you guys like more than the Laura Mercier setting powder? I'm just curious. This kind of seems to be everybody's die-hard favorite setting powder to bake with. So I'm just curious on if there's anything you like more that I should try next. I'm going to pop this under my eye. This is the F35 tapered highlighter brush from Sigma. And also bring it through the forehead because I crease right here. I'm going to take my L'Oreal True Match, this is the Infallible powder. Why did I say True Match? I'm going to use what's left of it to set the rest of my face. This is the F20 Large Powder Brush from Sigma. It's fantastic. I'm going to go back into Modern Renaissance, and I think I want to take more of that antique bronze shade. This is my favorite brush from Sigma in the world. It's the E36 blending brush. But it's just tiny enough to get in like any little crease or crevice that you want to get it into. And I want to use this to kind of buff out my lower lash line and set on top of that liner, or the shadow stick if you will. I just wanted a bit more of that reddish bronze hue down here so we can get a real blown out eye. I also got my brush just a bit damp with makeup setting spray. And I want to, should we do Primavera or should we do Vermeer? I think Vermeer would be better. It kind of has similar tones. I don't want to overdo this look too much. I'm going to add this right on my inner corner. Just bring a little gliss in there. Because why the hell not, right? All right, let's finish out this look, shall we? Let's rock it out. So I'm going to take the Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter palette. This is the light to medium shade. And I'm going to go into this shade here for my bronzer. I'm going to take it with the F25 tapered face brush that I've really been favoring lately. And I'm going to run this through the hollows of my cheeks. I love it because it deposits the color, but it also blends as you go. It's just a very easy, worry-free type of brush. And since this is kind of like a really heavy smoky eye, I'm trying to keep the face a little more airbrushed and light and just very light to finish in here. So I'm not going to go in too heavy with the bronzer, but I'm also going to bring it on the temples because you guys already know bronzer on the forehead makes me feel like a bad bitch. Thank you very much. If I'm having a bad day, what do I tell you guys? You just got to bronze your forehead and pray to Jesus. It's all you can do these days. Does anyone else give yourself a little pep talks as you're doing a makeup? Like, yeah, you go, girl. You blend that contour out. You bronze that cheek. If you don't have a cheerleader, you just gotta be your own cheerleader, you know? And of course, if you want to be real pro level, don't forget to get those ears. The other day I was mid-ear bronze and Alok walked in and he was like, what are you doing? Like, he was like, are you bronzing your ears? And I was like, listen, don't question the process. Just know that when I walk out of this room, I look like fire and you don't need to know how that happens for me to get there, okay? For blush, I've had about 5 or 6 of the Kylie Cosmetics blushes that I bought myself just sitting here for months that I also have hardly used. There's like 1 or 2 that I use a lot and then the rest I just haven't really gotten around to using. So I'm gonna use this one today. This is Hot and Bothered. Hot and Bothered. And I'm sorry, but I think these are just freaking beautiful. I love them from the package to the product to the mirror inside to just, I'm sorry, I'm a Kylie Cosmetics fan and I'm not trying to suck up and I'm not trying to, I don't know, drink the Kardashian Kool-Aid as people say, but I truly think Kylie Cosmetics like has it going on. Like, she deserves all the credit and all the dough that she's reeling in with these products because I really freaking love them. So I'm going to pop this on my cheeky. That's pretty. It's like a very warm, like just real flush of the cheek. It reminds me like when you come in from the cold, like in December or on a winter day, and your cheeks are a little like rosy. It's like, oh, I love that look when you come inside and you're just all rosy from the cold. I think it's so cute. And then for highlighter, I'm going to take Melt Cosmetics Stargazer, which I've been loving. These are beautiful, beautiful highlighters. And I've really been into using the F35 tapered highlighter brush from Sigma for my highlighters lately. It just diffuses it really naturally, in my opinion. It doesn't like concentrate it too hard, which sometimes that happens to me with the fan brushes. I'm just popping that here and bringing it back up into the temples. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I also love to get my tip of my nose, the tip of the nose, right here. I just think that's always so cute to have a little shine there. And then of course let's go down the bridge a bit. And sometimes I like to add a little bit in the forehead just so you kind of have like a natural glow about you. And the Cupid's bow. For lips, I'm going to take the Jordana lip liner in the shade Baby Berry. On top of that, I'm going to take the Butter London lipstick. This is in the shade Lovely. And I'm actually going to finish that off with a little plumping gloss. This is new from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is in the shade Mocha Twist. It's a pretty bottle, isn't it? Gotta give it up to e.l.f., man. They are always doing something. And that's it for today's Throwback Thursday tutorial, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you're subscribed and your notifications are on so that you don't miss next week's Throwback Thursday tutorial. As always, leave comments down below letting me know what palette you would like to see for next week. I always try to pay attention to the comments that have a lot of thumbs up. So if you see someone who leaves a palette that you'd really like to see, definitely thumbs their comment up so that I know that that palette is in high demand. And also, I'm sure you've already seen enough. You've seen all the videos that your heart can even take. But if you wanted to see my attempt at using the Anastasia Subculture palette, I will link that video down below. Definitely come check me out on Snapchat, Twitter, or Instagram. I gotta admit, I think I post my best selfies on Instagram. I think the makeup always looks better on Instagram, so definitely follow me and check out some of my looks. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I love you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!